Are we the first generation that won't die?
Today, we'll try to answer that question and we'll talk about a very interesting personality. And he's no other than Mr. Bryan Johnson. Specifically, we look at the video he has created detailing his nighttime routine.
Hello again, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Dr. Hans MD.
You may have seen Mr. Johnson on social media as he gained enormous popularity for his efforts to combat aging and to extend his life beyond 200 years. He's a tech billionaire and CEO of a company that eventually bought Venmo, which was later acquired by PayPal in 2013. This deal alone profited this lucky guy a whopping $300 million, but eventually all that hard work burned him out and he started to have some health issues. At this point, Mr. Johnson thought about ways to improve his health and to extend his life. And in 2021, he embarked on an ambitious plan called Project Blueprint, which aimed to push the limits to human longevity. And he developed the mantra, "Don't die." He essentially turned himself into a full-time science experiment, taking close to 100 pills a day. Shockingly, Mr. Johnson also experimented on giving himself chemotherapy to delay his aging. And more controversially, he also underwent the risky procedure of using his son's blood in his experiments. Join me as we watch Mr. Bryan Johnson's evening routine.
Hi everyone, I'm just getting home. I agreed to be filmed today and I just had a laser treatment on my face. It looks like my face has a really bad sunburn. So just so you know, if my face looks all messed up, that's why. My body has a whole bunch of stuff too. Looks like scale. I got fish scale today. It's all from my back too. But what they did today actually is they had this laser. She was basically just like shaving off imperfections and scars. So we did it for the face. She also had a hair application, a laser for hair growth, and then we did the body as well. So today we're gonna film my nightly routine. A lot of people have asked about this, and specifically in the context of recently I shared on social media that I had an entire month of perfect sleep, 100% score using the wearable Whoop.
WHOOP is a wearable device that tracks sleep, strain, recovery, stress, and other health measurements 24 hours a day. With regards to sleep, it calculates your performance by measuring the sleep you got compared to your body's needs. Once you wake up, you'll get a score from 0 to 100%. And it does come with the sleep planner that will actually let you know when you should go to bed to optimize your performance the following day.
People were blown away that I was able to achieve not only 100% once, but for an entire month, every single day. A lot of people said that in years of wearing Whoop, they'd never achieved 100%.
It is very admirable for Mr. Johnson to have a score of 100% on this health tracker. However, the reality is that the Whoop wearable device is not yet clinically proven to enhance sleep, and at this time, there's no peer-reviewed clinical evidence that it directly improves sleep quality. At this time, the best test to measure the sleep quality is still a test we call as polysomnography or sleep study. During this test, multiple sensors are attached to measure brain activity, eye movements, muscle activity, heart rate, and breathing patterns. This is typically done in a sleep lab, but home sleep tests are also available.
People are curious what I'm doing for sleep, and the nightly routine is really about prep for sleep. So I'm hoping I can share with you what I've been learning for the past couple years through a bunch of trial and error. What I have found is sleep is my #1 priority in life. It's more important than anything else because when I sleep well, life feels amazing and possible, and when I don't sleep well, it feels challenging and miserable.
I agree with Bryan 100% on this one. There is overwhelming evidence that sleep is essential for optimal functioning. It's important for memory, learning, problem solving, increased reaction times, proper decision making, and focus.
I'm going to walk you through the entirety of what I do on a nightly basis. Some of it is blueprint protocol stuff, but a lot of it is really sleep preparation. When I get home, the first thing I do is I change my shoes. I have outdoor shoes and I have indoor shoes. This is a Bryan thing. It's not really a blueprint thing. This is like the hygiene standards of the world. These are the hygiene standards of this house, and we like to separate those two.
This is definitely a good habit to start. There is good evidence that shoes can carry bacteria, viruses, and molds. In fact, a study from the University of Arizona found that the very shoes you're wearing right now, they're carrying over 800,000 bacteria into your house. And removing your shoes before entering your home is also an Asian tradition we Filipinos observe.
That wraps up the first part of my reaction to Bryan Johnson's evening routine. Stay tuned for the next episodes as we dive deeper into his unconventional longevity practices and see if they truly hold the key to defying aging. See you then.